I also want to comment on people that thinking that because Nintendo didn't have a billion huge Wii U titles, that the Wii U is going to be abandoned in a year. I think you're out of your mind. I think that's being a little bit too... The sky is falling. Every Nintendo console has had at least 5 years lifespan before new ones come out. Right. It's usually closer to 6. So why would the Wii U be any different?
It's not like here's the thing, a lot of people are worried about the looming specter of the NX. I don't see that being released until into 2017. So
at the earliest, late 2017. I'll probably say 2018.
So even if the Wii U does have a shortened lifespan, you're looking at like
2.5 years.
I would say at minimum year and a half. And
before they start to plan to phase out.
Yeah.
But that means you're going to get a Zelda game. You're going to get at least every year, and you're going to get one big first party. Like you'll probably get the Metroid.
I'm going to end my time with the Wii U happy whenever it ends. I've had a blast with all the titles I've played so far, and there's going to be good ones in the future. So
I just think it's funny that they're announcing the death of it. They announced the death of it within the first year. Before I always said, like you said, wait till Smash Brothers. Wait till Mario Kart.
They've been announcing the death of it every year.
We've said that though. Wait till Mario Kart and Smash comes out. If it's a failure, then okay. But guess what? Those sold a ton of copies. Splatoon has sold a ton of copies.
What, rumored like 500,000 or something like that so far.
So if they come out with even 2 big first party titles, not counting something like people are looking past stuff. I know Xenoblade is not a huge franchise, but
no, it's huge.
Not Splatoon big, but it's still popular. They're gonna sell. They're not gonna say if they threw in the towel now. If Nintendo said, "Okay, we're done with this console," that would be horrible for the next console because then people are gonna say, "What? You're gonna get rid of this console after 2-3 years? Why would I get it?" You can't do that with home consoles.
Yes,
it's not an experiment for Nintendo. They're not losing money here. They can look at the Wii U as a loss leader. Hell, they can look at it as a loss leader for selling millions of amiibos themselves, and they'll still come out with the system just for that. Because you know what I mean? So there's absolutely no rationale to think that they're going to abandon their current console after only 2.5 years. If this was 3.5 or 4.5, you could tell me that, okay, yeah, there's nothing huge coming out. Okay, Star Fox, we knew it was coming out. Again, though, were they playing it? Could you play it? No. So Zelda will at least be announced next year. They'll probably announce one other big one like Metroid or what's another big one? People are maybe saying F-Zero. Even that wouldn't be a major one. That still would be cool to see.
I think a lot of people, including myself, were thinking they were going to do. They were going to take Animal Crossing, a more traditional Animal Crossing, but in a new direction. But I mean, whatever.
Pokemon Wii U, is that what people want to see?
No, I think at this point people are pretty much
just good with 3DS.
Pokemon being on portables. I don't think anyone would object to a console-based Pokemon, especially if it had online. But I don't think I honestly don't think there's many gamers out there holding their breath for that. Otherwise, I mean, Nintendo's
no reason to do it.
Nintendo's had 2 decades to do that.
The only ones you had were Snap and Stadium.
Well, no, and then there was XD Gale of Darkness on the GameCube, which some people like. I never played it, but it's not supposed to be like a normal Pokemon game anyway.
So we're gonna predict it right now. Ian's saying what, late 2017 for the next Nintendo console.
I'm gonna say mid 2017.
I'm gonna say 2018. I'm gonna give him that extra. I'm gonna give him the into the 6th year. I'm gonna give him that. I think that they're still cracking the sort of the tech of what they're doing. With this, by the way, I forgot to bring up on Star Fox. They're doing it, which I saw from the tech demo already 4 years ago. That you're going to be able to fly and then look to the side like you would if you're really flying. That to me, again, that's you can only do that in the Wii U, something like that. So you don't have to turn your ship in order to see what the hell's going on to the left or right of you,
right.
Or even maybe a little bit behind you. I don't know what it's going to be, but you know what I mean. So that to me is really cool that they can do stuff like that on the Wii U. So I'm going to get Star Fox. I'm probably going to get. I think it's only if it's a $30 game, which should be a great price point for Mario Maker. If it's more than that,
I will pay $60 for Mario Maker.
You're glad I'll pay $60 for that? Even though it's just a Mario Paint sort of sandbox. And
much like Little Big Planet, to me, it's an investment in the community, hoping that they make a ton of levels because that's mostly what I'm going to play. I'm not going to spend a lot of time making. I buy games like that to play what other people make.
You want to see what other people put together.
Yes.
I really hope for something like Mario Maker, though. My only suggestion, I hope they put something in where there's a fail-safe that it tells you if you put something in that's impossible to make a jump on. So, you know what I mean? Or something that you know what I mean? It would say, okay, that probably isn't possible for you to do. You know
I
what
would
I'm
have
saying?
a feeling that Nintendo is on that.
They would do something like, okay, if you put it one space too far, it would tell you.
They
Before
know their
testing.
physics, and you can probably. I'm sure if in some way or another, like you could probably plot Mario where the jump starts, and you would see an arc where the jump ends.
It would tell you the predictability.
I'm gonna guess that. I mean, if I'm thinking of that right now on the spot, I can't imagine that Nintendo hasn't.
That would just cut down on a lot of the trial and error of going back and testing
Sure.
it out.
That way, you can make really difficult jumps without having to constantly fine tune them.